we truly alone, or is the sky above us hiding secrets we are only just beginning to uncover? From bizarre atmospheric anomalies
Whoa, did you see that just shoot across? Did anyone else?
Okay. It went away. It came back.
Okay, so I had to get out my car. What in the world is going on?
Yo, that's whoa. What? Yo, they
to structured crafts that defy modern physics.
Mag nog eens springen?
Được thế vai không xác định.
People around the world are capturing footage that leaves experts completely baffled. Join us as we explore some of the most shocking and unexplainable aerial phenomena ever recorded. Residents were left in awe and a bit of fear when the sky over their community transformed into a terrifying canopy. The extremely dense, rust-colored clouds featured bizarre, pouch-like structures drooping heavily toward the ground. While it looked like a scene from a sci-fi movie, meteorologists later stepped in to clarify that these were mammatus clouds, a rare natural weather pattern that typically signals an approaching severe storm. As heavy storm clouds gathered over New Jersey, an entirely different kind of light show began to unfold above them. Countless bright white flashes pulsed rapidly in the sky, blinking with an eerie rhythmic precision. The perfectly timed intervals made it seem as though whatever was hovering out of sight was actively transmitting a coded message, leaving viewers to wonder who or what was trying to communicate. Late one evening, a witness filmed a sight that completely defies atmospheric science.
我操！真牛逼的，我操了！
A brilliant, unnatural blue light suddenly materialized against the dark backdrop of the night. With undulating, twisting edges and absolutely no visible source or accompanying objects, this eerie illumination does not match any known natural weather event, marking it as a truly one-of-a-kind capture.
不是飞船吧？我操！看看。
While relaxing in a forest on a clear day, a man pointed his camera upward and captured a breathtaking anomaly. Two massive, perfectly circular gaps had formed in the cloud layer overhead. Adding to the bizarre scene, strange streaks of white light raced along the perimeters of these twin holes, making them look exactly like dual gateways being held open by a mysterious energy source. An ordinary morning commute turned into a scene from another world when a driver spotted a brilliant red anomaly suspended in the sky. The object hovered with absolute stillness, refusing to drift or change altitude. Most unsettling was its completely irregular shape, which bore no resemblance to conventional human aircraft or even the classic flying saucer, leaving its origins entirely up to the imagination. During a turbulent thunderstorm, the sky revealed something far stranger than lightning.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
A massive white glow began expanding from within the clouds, appearing to inch closer to the surface. As this colossal light moved, multiple smaller, luminous orbs materialized right behind it, trailing the primary object exactly like a fleet of scout ships following a massive extraterrestrial mothership before they all faded into the storm.
Come on, Max, you see that? They followed it. Look at that.
An unidentified object breached our atmosphere, and its true nature remains fiercely debated. It began as a small, glowing white sphere that steadily grew in size and intensity as it plummeted toward the Earth. Upon apparent impact in the distance, the object detonated in a blinding flash that lit up the entire horizon, followed immediately by total darkness and widespread confusion. A witness gazing out his window managed to capture what could be definitive proof of unidentified technology. A compact, saucer-like craft was recorded spinning frantically in midair at a shocking velocity, emitting blinding bursts of light from its underside. Rather than zipping away, the object remained locked in its erratic, hovering spin, almost as if its propulsion system had suffered a catastrophic malfunction. While hiking through a barren desert, an explorer filmed an incredibly rare and unnerving structural anomaly in the sky. Far above the sand hung a massive, perfectly geometric circle. Because natural cloud formations do not form in flawless rings, the cameraman panned around to look for a source, finding nothing but empty desert beneath what looked like a gateway to another dimension. Deep within an isolated forest, an explorer's lens caught an event that felt distinctly otherworldly. A colossal ring of light illuminated the night, its center radiating a vibrant neon blue glow like a window into another universe. Accompanying this portal were multiple stark white beams shooting horizontally across the sky from the horizon, spreading outward in a mesmerizing sequence. In an event that left thousands perplexed, a massive swarm of brightly glowing objects was seen descending through the night sky. Shining much brighter than standard stars, the anomalies circled downward in a highly coordinated, swirling formation. While some skeptics have argued it could simply be a complex drone show, the lack of any official event details or local organizers leaves the phenomenon shrouded in mystery. A casual evening walk led to the discovery of a spectacular, multicolored ribbon of light stretching across the dark sky. Unlike a standard daytime rainbow, this nocturnal phenomenon was highly dynamic. The vividly colored streaks within the band were actively moving, shifting, and bleeding into one another, creating a mesmerizing visual that witnesses had never experienced before. Pedestrians in Vietnam were stopped in their tracks by a deeply unsettling sight overhead. Two pitch-black anomalies hung completely motionless in the daylight, featuring jagged, asymmetrical shapes with pointed ends on one side. They clearly were not birds, nor did they resemble traditional aircraft. The objects simply remained locked in place as a crowd gathered below, unable to make sense of the sight. A resident of Peru believed he had documented an extraterrestrial arrival when he filmed a blinding ball of light plummeting toward the ground, culminating in a flash so intense it washed out the camera. He eagerly shared the footage online as proof of a UFO. However, after multiple angles from different cities were compiled, astronomers stepped in to confirm that the spectacular event was actually a large meteor burning up upon entry. A highly unusual light show grabbed the attention of onlookers, proving to be far more than just atmospheric lightning. A craft navigated the sky with incredible speed and precision, emitting sharp, rapid flashes of white light. Suddenly, a massive surge of brilliant energy exploded from the bottom of the craft, shooting a direct beam toward the ground in a scene straight out of an alien abduction movie. During a nighttime walk, a witness stumbled upon a bizarre and silent spectacle. In the distance, an entire area was bathed in a deep orange glow, and from its center, a massive solid pillar of light shot vertically into the heavens. Without a sound or a flicker of movement, the beam simply stretched upward, prompting the cautious cameraman to keep his distance from what looked like a covert experiment. A brilliant anomaly was caught gracefully gliding just above the nighttime cloud layer.
Terjadi fenomena apa ini?
Rather than falling rapidly like a shooting star, this massive, radiant sphere traveled horizontally. It was closely followed by a trail of smaller, flickering lights shimmering in a multitude of colors. The filmer only managed a few seconds of footage before the majestic object slipped behind the thick clouds. This sighting left locals with the distinct feeling that they were under surveillance. A bright blue aerial object appeared suddenly, projecting an intense, hyper-focused beam directly onto the ground below. The beam swept across the landscape rapidly and methodically, as if scanning the area for something specific, before the light and its source vanished entirely without a trace. Captured from a significant distance, this video shows what appears to be a literal tear in the fabric of the night sky.
No, that's incredible. Look. Whoa.
Emerging from this rip were vibrant, multicolored lights that continuously morphed and shifted. Because the lights seemed to move organically, almost as if they were alive, viewers have heavily debated whether the phenomenon was an extraterrestrial vessel or an undiscovered cosmic event. Witnesses were treated to a bizarre vertical light show that defied logic. A jagged white beam shot upward into the sky, mimicking reverse lightning. Shortly after, a secondary light source materialized directly above it, expanding downward until the two luminous anomalies merged into one. The visual suggested that a massive, cloaked object was interacting with the atmosphere directly above them. A neighborhood was put on high alert last year when glowing, pulsating orange spheres appeared overhead. Initially spotting just two, a third quickly faded into view. The fiery orbs danced across the night, maintaining flawless synchronization as if tethered together by an invisible force. Even after reviewing the footage, seasoned analysts have struggled to provide a rational explanation for their connected flight path. A neighborhood found itself swallowed by an unusually thick, suffocating smoke that heavily obscured visibility. Yet cutting through the haze in the distance was a striking orange glow. To the shock of the residents, an enormously long, unfamiliar spacecraft was slowly cruising through the smog. Its front end appeared structurally severed from the rest of its hull, bearing a design entirely alien to modern aviation. A cameraman driving home from a late shift was forced to pull over when a monumental structure materialized above him. A massive, smoky white ring dominated the sky, surrounding a hollow core that was somehow pitch blacker than the surrounding night. Traffic came to a standstill as drivers stared at the motionless void, waiting for something to emerge from the cosmic portal, but nothing ever did. Surveillance cameras monitoring a quiet town picked up an extraordinary event when the cloud cover parted. A colossal, solid disk, the spitting image of a classic flying saucer, pushed its way through the opening. The craft appeared to be venting a stark white energy from its undercarriage, while the immediate surrounding clouds were bathed in a distinct glowing blue radiation. A local community was deeply unnerved when a cluster of bright red anomalies populated their airspace. Emitting an intense ruby-colored energy, these spherical objects steadily cruised overhead while rhythmically blinking in and out of the visible spectrum. Their slow, calculated pacing and silent operation led many terrified residents to speculate that they were extraterrestrial drones conducting a low-altitude survey. While tourists were busy admiring a lightning storm over the ocean, an eagle-eyed cameraman noticed something anomalous high above the weather system.
Look behind you. Insane.
A brilliantly illuminated line tore across the sky at velocities far exceeding human aviation. Its trajectory was entirely horizontal and impeccably straight, lacking the typical fiery tail or arcing descent of a standard meteor.
Whoa, did you see that just shoot across? Did anyone else?
So, well, clear.
A woman out for a casual evening walk was greeted by an unnerving atmospheric display. The clouds above her were illuminated by a fierce, fiery orange light. But the real mystery was what lay behind them. A massive, jagged, pitch-black silhouette cut sharply across the glowing sky, revealing the undeniable outline of a gargantuan structure that looked entirely otherworldly.
Okay. It went away. It came back.
Rainbows are known for their perfect geometric arcs, making this bizarre weather anomaly heavily scrutinized online. Witnesses captured twin bands of multicolored light hovering above the clouds, but their shapes were heavily warped and distorted. After multiple people from varying locations uploaded similar footage of these mangled, glowing ribbons, conspiracy theorists began insisting the phenomenon was an optical signal from another world. A skywatcher aiming his camera upward caught a highly energetic and unprecedented event. A small, glowing projectile shot straight up into the atmosphere at incredible speed before violently detonating. The object released an immense expanding shockwave of bright energy, looking exactly like a craft that attempted to break orbit, failed, and expelled its fuel source across the sky. In 2019, the residents of Chandigarh, India, experienced a mass sighting that defied all logic. A fleet of objects burning with a fierce orange energy took to the sky, moving in an immaculate, unified formation. Because they maintained their exact spacing and didn't burn out, authorities ruled out falling space debris. Despite thousands witnessing and filming the event, it remains a heavily debated, unsolved mystery. This particular piece of footage has a reputation for being repeatedly scrubbed from the internet, likely due to what it depicts. The video shows an impossibly large structure harboring multiple light arrays. Unlike a single scout ship or traditional saucer, the immense scale and complexity of the object made it look like an entire floating alien citadel had descended into our atmosphere. The residents of New York experienced one of the most baffling evenings in the city's history, when the night sky was suddenly engulfed in blinding light. Flashing intensely through a spectrum of neon colors, the illumination was so powerful it literally turned night into day. Videos flooded the internet as the entire metropolitan area watched in awe, yet no official authority or expert could pinpoint the cause of the electrical light show.
Okay, so I had to get out my car. What in the world is going on?
An unexplainable aerial display in Vancouver left witnesses in absolute awe. A vibrant blue sphere launched itself into the sky, dragging a luminous tail behind it. Upon intersecting with the cloud layer, the object discharged a massive wave of blue-green energy that rippled across the sky, temporarily forming what looked like a radiant, glowing portal before fading away. Looking out his window well past midnight, a resident noticed an incredibly bright orb dominating the night.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Initially masked by heavy clouds, the object swiftly broke through the cover. While it shared the general shape and size of a full moon, its luminosity was blinding, and it traveled at an impossible, accelerated speed that completely ruled out any celestial body in our solar system.
La ilaha illallah. Muhammad Rasulullah.
This terrifying footage looks like definitive proof of the classic sci-fi abduction scenario. The video features a stagnant green light high above the ground, from which a razor-straight emerald beam shoots directly down to the earth. As the eerie beam held its position for an extended period, a smaller white light can clearly be seen traveling up the column, straight into the hovering source.
What is that?
While attempting to film a beautifully textured cloudscape, a videographer accidentally captured a high-speed anomaly. A dark, incredibly slender and elongated object whipped through the clouds at breakneck speed. The sheer velocity and completely unnatural, needle-like shape of the object instantly eliminated the possibility of it being a bird or commercial jet before it vanished from the frame.
Are you recording this? What's going on?
A sleepy town was jolted awake when an incomprehensibly bright light suddenly saturated the night sky. The blinding, multicolored flashes were so intense that witnesses struggled to look directly at them.
All the lights and traffic lights is out too. Yo!
After briefly turning the dark hours into broad daylight, the pulsing anomaly abruptly vanished, plunging the town back into darkness and leaving residents with an unsolved local legend.
Yo, that's whoa. What? Yo, they about to...
A commuter on his way home from work was stopped by a deeply confusing vertical light anomaly in the distance. What looked like a blazing flare was slowly and steadily rising straight up into the air, crowned by a bright orange tip and leaving a subtle trail. Its painfully slow ascent completely ruled out a rocket launch, and its upward trajectory proved it certainly wasn't a falling meteor. When a blindingly luminous object materialized overhead, traffic stopped as people stared in disbelief. Glowing with the intensity of a miniature sun, the spherical craft didn't linger for long. It suddenly accelerated, tearing straight upward through the cloud cover at such an extreme velocity that it was reduced to a tiny speck in seconds, leaving witnesses certain they had just watched an alien vessel exit Earth's orbit. Onlookers were left speechless as an unusual illumination manifested above the ocean. Unlike standard space debris or fiery meteorites, this massive, radiant anomaly featured a brilliant white core surrounded by vivid colors. As it moved, it trailed a striking, rainbow-hued streak and a luminous blue band that defied conventional aerodynamic explanation. Suspended high within a dense layer of fog, a massive, spinning structure made entirely of light suddenly materialized. The colossal wheel featured rough, jagged edges and spun with such intensity that witnesses felt a dimensional gateway was tearing open over their city. However, within seconds, the entire massive structure rapidly condensed, shrinking down until only a microscopic blue dot remained. During a heavy, lightning-filled thunderstorm just past midnight, a stationary surveillance camera caught a chilling visitor. In the corner of the frame, a long, illuminated object appeared, radiating a distinct, semi-circular halo of light. The anomalous craft slowly and deliberately ascended through the turbulent weather before fading out, exhibiting flight characteristics identical to reported UFO sightings.
I mean, that's unmistakable. That is a UFO.
Locals were left utterly baffled when they noticed a massive stationary presence looming just above the cloud line. While the main hull was obscured, a distinct pattern of red and white lights pierced through the fog, with a crimson core flanked by bright white dots. The craft didn't fly forward like a standard plane. It simply hovered menacingly in place while pedestrians scrambled to record the mystery.
Above the world famous sapphire. I mean, there is something in the sky.
That wraps up our journey through these unexplainable sky anomalies. Which of these sightings do you think has a logical, earthly explanation, and which ones are truly out of this world? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries from beyond the clouds.